Hello, Capricorn. Capricorn placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, Mars, cross watchers, cuspers, anyone interested. Thank you for coming here. This is an electricity ship. This is power to the people. These are our stories, the story of the anima mundi, the stories of God, Goddess, Creator, guides, angels, and the divine, because we are all part of it. So thank you so much for being here. This is a wonderful part of my gratitude practice, and I'm very grateful for you being here. This is a timeless reading, so if it resonates, take it on. If it rings your bell, toot your whistle, tickles your fancy, this message is for you. If there's anything in here that makes you feel disempowered, that's not for you. That might be for somebody else, or it might be for a different time. Spirit will never deliver to you messages that you're not ready to receive and work with. So that said, thank you very much for all of your likes, shares, comments, subscribes, emoji comments. Love that stuff. Notification bell. Other ways to interact with the channel are in the description box and on the channel page. Thank you so much for people who gave donations. I appreciate you so much. I put prayers on my altar for all past, present, and future interactions with the channel. So thank you so much. It helps so much. And just being here is an honor. So I am here because you are here. So thank you. Today we'll be doing a reading with the Tarot Oracle deck by Lucas Cowan and Lindsay Cummins. A couple cards popped out in the pre-shuffle. We have Alana Fairchild's Crystal Mandala deck, Khalil Gibran's The Prophet Oracle card set. The full text of the book is in the guidebook, but the text of that book is wonderful, and I encourage you to check it out at your local library or bookstore. It's everywhere, all over the world. We have a Waite Smith 1909 tarot, the Aquarian Tarot by David Palladini, and for clarification, a Marseille deck by Claude Burdell from 1751. Always love having this one in the mix. Please excuse my sniffles. I've had some stuff going on in the nose and throat, so I'll work on those chakras as time goes by. And this helps talking to y'all, so I appreciate you being here. Let's start out the reading by offering our gratitude for whatever comes to your mind, intuition, into your heart, into your body. The first thing you think of, it could be a micro tenderness, it could be a macro tenderness. We're building all of these tendernesses into a kingdom of tenderness together. So every little brick and pebble and grain of sand matters, building this up. For me, I am grateful for the bio glitter that I was wearing earlier tonight. It's lovely to wear glitter and for it to not damage the environment, so I appreciate that. I think that's a brand name, so you can look that up, bio glitter. So if you're fancy, you know. But whatever comes to you, we're going to bless this reading, bless this space with our gratitude. So deep breath, please. Thank you. Feels Good by Tony just popped into my mind, so that's always welcome. Always welcome. Oh my goodness. I miss seeing Raphael Sadiq last time he came to town, but I have seen him before, and he's wonderful. So thank you, Raphael Sadiq, for being you. Let's get cards for Capricorn. Oh, that's coming out right away. And face up. So we'll check out these in a little while. And my Capricorn placements. There we go. Nice. I like how things are talking smoothly here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I like this. I like this idea of open communication with you. Maybe some things have been hard to say, hard to express. Capricorns are real planners. They can see the whole picture a lot of times, how the whole system works. Great overview. Some of you, of course, are, you know, some of you are creative thinkers, and some of you are overview thinkers, and some of you are both. So I think you've been seeing the forest and the trees, but mostly the forest. A little lip balm will help me as I talk here. So for my Capricorns, please. There we are. We have Seven of Wands, King of Pentacles. Okay, great earth energy there, Taurus. And the King of Cups. Great, double kings. That's awesome. Okay, and this is Scorpio. So, yeah, you've got this real sovereign energy, and you may have had to defend it, like I said, you know, people who can't see the forest from the trees. And then at the bottom of the deck, the Page of Pentacles. So, I feel like these kings are you because the kings came out in double. There may be a younger person who gets what your ideas are, or you may have some fresh ideas coming through on top of what you've already built. And for my Capricorns, oh, there we go. We've got Hierophant. So both of these are Taurus energies, which is your fellow earth sign. We have Eight of Swords. Yeah, somebody's not seeing what you're doing. And, ooh, the Empress. Yeah, so you've got we've got three Venusian energy. Well, these are Venusian Taurus energies. And this is the Taurus major arcana card here. And wow, Temperance. So look at this. We've got three major arcana. Temperance is Sagittarius, Scorpio. Yeah, well represented here. We've got fire, water, earth, and air. I'd love to see something, a more empowered air card. But let's see what we can get from here. Tell me more about these kings, please. What's going on with this king energy? Ooh. Queen of Rods. Interesting. Okay, so you've got like the ultimate queen here, and then this fire queen, Aries. So, yeah. Fixed energies, fixed energy, fixed energy. Yeah, and then like this real like manifestation desire energy, like, you know, the queens receive what the king creates. The Hierophant has some kingly energy to it as well. Like some stories talk about the Hierophant and the High Priestess creating a sacred union that manifests as the Empress and the Emperor, which are the energies that affect the earth plane. So bringing spirit onto the earth. And then there's like this real mastery here as well of the earth plane with the kings and queens, and a new idea too. Tell me more about this Page of Pentacles. I like to think of him as my site ops guy, the guy who like figures out how things might get done, new ideas that how they might happen. Four of Pentacles, interesting. So maybe you've had to take some austerity measures because of these naysayers here. Not investing. Invest and let me proceed and give them what they need. Let's talk about the Seven of Rods and the Eight of Swords, please. Two of Cups. So there's a conflict in cooperation, right? Is there a problem cooperating between, what you desire and what you believe you can manifest? Are you feeling like your passion is going to be challenged again, um, in favor, and you can't get it together, your passions and your spiritual desires with your feelings and the practical things that you've built in your life? Temperance is like the healing angel, Gabriel. Um, Mixing water and fire energies together. Of course, Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter as well. So there is like the opportunity for abundance, but why aren't people cooperating is the thing. And I think it might be somebody who represents a lack of cooperation between your spirit and your heart and your physical existence. There doesn't seem to be an intellectual conflict unless you take into consideration this Eight of Swords. Is this relationship causing too much self-defense mechanisms and feeling trapped? Do you feel like, this could be a sacred union that probably needs some healing. I don't often do this, but yeah. Something big is changing. There's a relationship here that needs to be healed. And, she's ultimate earth goddess. And this is like, procedures and initiations and systems, and this is nature. This is connection to the spiritual through ritual and process and initiation. And this is like, I hate to use the word entitled, but like she just is wealth of the earth. And she has the entire zodiac in her crown. And she has this shield, which has the sign of Venus, because like anything that is not love just doesn't come. So tell me about these three cards, please. Temperance is bringing in a victory that benefits both of these type of energies. Something that's natural and pure, and then something that has been gained through process and practice, meditation perhaps, ritual, maybe getting a degree, or going through confirmation or some kind of religious initiation. There's some kind of initiation that needs to happen. And that we see here, right? Because the seven is right after the 6, right? And so if this is here, then it implies that we've already experienced this victory, and we've already experienced the initiation of the 5 of Wands, which is like bickering and banter and brainstorming and ideas being thrown about, and people trying to come together into one accord from their passions and their mind and their ideals, to create from a spiritual and passionate energy something that takes form into a pentacle, right? And when that happens, there's this victory. But then you have to like let it settle into your actual life and into your mind and into the way that you think about things, even if, you've been through times before where you're like, I've been trapped, there's no way out of this. Maybe I need to fight my way out of a paper bag. But there's a relationship here that can heal and create victory. Tell me more about this Two of Cups, please. Yeah. So, joining with and Capricorn, you're so independent. You know, you like I said, you're a long game player. You see the forest from the trees. Like, if people aren't on board with you, that doesn't mean that you're necessarily going to stop working towards your goals. Even if people argue with you, you're going to figure out a way to show them how everybody wins. And then, if it continue, you'll continue to defend your ideas. You're an earth sign. You've got horns. You're stubborn, but like, you have to be able to temper some of that power, to be able to join with people and allow them to change their minds and not like feel so wrapped up in this energy that you have going on without having this ease and this pleasure and this beauty, like, bring yourself back to this energy where there's this healing and this pleasure and this victorious, like, glorious celebration parade energy, and let that be part of the process that you're enacting. We have narwhal, which is depth. This is also the unicorn whale because the horn is so much like a unicorn. It's actually a tooth. But depth, right? So they plumb to deep, deep depths of the sea. And you're going to want to really get into your feelings here and not all of the practical, the passion and the feeling are just as important as the practical applications of what you're doing. You might have felt like it brought you down a little too deep. Like, maybe you're just not used to, you had your mastery over your emotions, and then there's like, this new cup kind of coming along with this page energy. And it feels like something has completely changed. There's no way to hold on to your hat. We've got the blowfly in reverse, which is observation. You don't know what you're seeing. And here even we have the moray, which came out face up, which is surprise. So I feel like something's coming along that, like, you have an idea that all of this energy is here. And maybe that's the confusion. You don't see everything. You can't observe everything. There are things that are unseen. There are things that are still closed in the cup. There are things that are still, not, in the lion's jaw. But you're not trapped. You don't have to fight. But you don't like surprises. You don't want your life to be upended. But it's okay because there's a new way of doing and being and doing things practically. There's so much that's preserved. This king has built so much up. The queen is there to, generate new ideas and passions. And there's also, this emotional stability to take you into the depths, even if it's a surprise. Even if you can't see it. I mean, this is a card especially about mysteries. And a lot of this is divine intervention. But you have to be able to, let go and let God, as it were. Yeah. Ascended Master Mary Magdalene and Aqua Aura Quartz. Divine Alchemy with the Temperance card. So, I mean, sometimes it feels like the earth and the heart don't match. The things that you have to do practically don't meld with the emotional world or your passions. that water will put out the fire or vice versa, but water can... These emotions are in a vessel, so they can be cooked without putting out the fire or without dissipating the water. There's a temperance that needs to happen, an alchemy that needs to happen so that things don't get too hot and they don't get too wet. There needs to be something in the cup that gets cooked. Like this king maybe is holding a potato, or whatever your potato is, you know. You've got plans, you've got goals, you know, even if people have fought you, even if your resources have dried up, there is a new potato. You still have a sack of potatoes, and there's more water to be had. Nothing is done. No matter how fixed the energy might seem, Scorpio, Hierophant, Leo, you've got these very fluid, very dynamic, resourceful energies that will continue to come through for you and continue to create victory for you. Rest in reason and move in passion. So we can look at any 4 card as being a rest card, you know, and this is definitely moving in passion. The Queen of Wands and, you know, and the Six of Wands, moving in passion. And there might need to be some movement for this alchemy to occur. You know, maybe you've stayed in control for too long. Maybe you need to let loose a little bit and accept this cup. Accept this blessing. Ooh, the Devil and the Ace of Cups. This might feel really out of control. And as an earth sign, with this, this is your card, the Capricorn card, right? So you know the devil very well. But do you know this devil? It's okay. You have enough earth energy to absorb all of the water that comes your way. You may not be comfortable with the passion that is coming through, but your angel is here to integrate it for you perfectly. Among the hills, when you sit in the cool shade of the white poplars, sharing the peace and serenity of distant fields and meadows, then let your heart say in silence, God rests in reason. And when the storm comes, and the mighty wind shakes the forest, and thunder and lightning proclaim the majesty of the sky, then let your heart say in awe, God moves in passion. And since you are a breath in God's sphere, and a leaf in God's forest, you too should rest in reason and move in passion. So yeah, just like I said, the forest from the trees, you've been seeing the forest, but maybe it's time to sit back and observe the trees. They might surprise you. Look at the murmuring of the canopy and let love in. In the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, this devil shows a mudra like this. What you see is all there is. But the Hierophant, what you see is not all there is. You may not see everything right now, and things may change completely, but the seed is there, and nourishment is there, and you have all of the resources to create Beautiful nourishment. Beautiful alchemy. But you have to rest in reason and move in passion for all of this sovereign energy to integrate. For all of the people in your life to integrate. And for your heart to open to the splendor of it. My darlings, thank you so much for being here. If you haven't hit the like button already, or subscribe, comment, etc., I would be so grateful if you did that right away, right now. Without you here, I cannot be here, and it is an honor to read for you. I appreciate you. This is an electricity ship. This is power to the people, and I wish you peace.